If you need to engage learners in a memorable and effective way, escape rooms can be a great option. Maybe, for instance, you're designing a networking or community building activity for a conference.
Or maybe you need to help colleagues practice specialized skills or protocols in a relevant situation. Or get team members into a brainstorming and collaborating headspace.
You can design an escape room for any of these purposes, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Hi, I'm Maddie Shellgren, and this is Geringer. And we've been designing professional learning experiences, including escape rooms, for years. And we've come up with some strategies to help you get started in designing your own. There's a link for a free starter kit in the description too.
Let's talk through 5 key areas to focus on in designing an escape room: purpose, character, situation, puzzle, and storytelling.
First up is purpose. If you're thinking about using an escape room for learning, start with this. What's the goal? I know this seems simple, but it's really important. Is it building skills, strengthening a team, testing content knowledge? Whatever it is, keep it simple. Just ask yourself, what do I want learners to get out of this?
It's also important to ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish? Maybe you're hoping to collect data on progress so that you can adequately assess their learning. Or maybe you're responsible for community building and you want whatever you design to be memorable. These are important goals to keep in mind too as you design.
Once you've started imagining possibilities for your escape room, it is easy to get pulled into the story, or the characters, the supporting materials, the puzzles, and all of a sudden the design feels super complex. We've definitely found ourselves there too. This is why purpose is the first core element of any escape room. When you do feel inspired though, absolutely take notes of your ideas. You don't want to lose them. But it's important to always return to the purpose and use it to ultimately decide what to actually put into your design.
Next up, character. Your learner is the star of the escape room. Whether they're stepping into the shoes of a spy, a research scientist, or playing as themselves, they need to be at the heart of the experience.
It's not just for fun, though fun is important. It actually makes the learning more effective.
Remember, your escape room should happen with your learners, not to them. While giving them a specific character is optional, what's non-negotiable is making sure that they're active participants in their own learning adventure.
All right, next up, educational escape rooms thrive when you create situations that pull people in. You could start with a place, a challenge, even a mindset. As a result, this, situations, is our next step in escape room building.
There are lots of ways you can open or start an escape room experience. But as the designer, your job isn't just to set the stage. You also have to guide them through it, starting with an initial situation. Where are they? What's happening? What or where are they supposed to go next? What are they supposed to accomplish?
This initial situation is where classic onboarding and orientation happens. It is also where you present things like learning objectives and indicate how much scaffolding there might be throughout the entire escape room. As they move through the escape room and beyond this initial situation, that's where they'll move through a series of situations and puzzles.
Remember, learners or players are engaged in an active experience. Or in other words, they find themselves in situations where they have to playfully work through challenges and puzzles in order to escape.
All escape rooms do need to start with at least one situation, and the goal is quite simple. Set the scene and give them a reason to act. The more compelling and supportive, the better.
So let's talk step 4, the puzzles. The main character, your learner, encounters a puzzle in a situation. Solving it leads to a new situation, which presents another puzzle, and so on.
Puzzles can simply be used as a transition mechanism to get players from one place to the next, or they can be a vehicle for learning. You can design puzzles so that solving them requires learners to practice specific skills or interact with specific ideas.
When the puzzles are tied to the learning purpose, this also helps with learner motivation and engagement. They're not just solving puzzles for the sake of it, they're actively engaging with the content in a way that matters.
All right, last but not least is storytelling. Engagement drives successful escape rooms, and we'd argue that effective storytelling is often the engine behind that engagement. In escape rooms, a good story can transform simple tasks into an immersive journey.
Right, you're not just unlocking a box, you're a scientist in a lab, cracking a mystery to save the world.
All right, but there is a catch, and here it is. Don't let the story overshadow the learning objectives. Make sure you use the narrative to reinforce the learning. Great story doesn't just entertain, it guides players, motivating their actions and making every solved puzzle feel meaningful.
There's a starter kit in the description below that'll help you assemble a sample text-based escape room in just a few minutes, or get started designing your own. And we have other resources in the works, so be sure to subscribe on YouTube or sign up for Pumpkinberry's email publication.
And if you want to talk through your specific project, schedule a free escape room strategy session with us by sending us an email.
My email's in the description below.
Oh, likewise. If you're looking to train your team on escape room design or exploring options for custom built for you escape rooms, we've got you covered there too.
Let us know if you try this 5-part framework and anything else you're interested in learning about escape rooms. Bye for now.